Hello! Hello, hello. Hopefully, my lighting is okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Lighting looks good to me.
Yay! It is now Wednesday, 7 p.m., and time for Nana to play her games. Welcome to NanaCritter, where a nerdy grandma, aka NanaCritter, plays video games. We are now in season 4.2, and we are playing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And I'll let my awesome...
We're on Justice for All, the second game.
Yes.
You sound a little far. Is your thing not close to you?
I haven't really changed anything. Just make sure my volume is turned up okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I unmuted it in chat. You don't sound like it's the wrong microphone or anything. So
okay.
I don't know.
Roy T.
I think you sound all right.
Think I'm okay? All right.
You sound all right.
Think I'm okay? All right.
Yeah, I think you're good from the little bit that I listened to, and
okay.
Because when chat says a little far, I get worried that means like wrong thing, but there was an emphasis on a little far, so no, I think you're good.
Okay, yay! All right, well, we are ready. We can play our game if you want.
Okay, do you remember where we were at?
I think we were about to finish our investigation, and sadly, why we brought Pearly with us on a murder investigation, I don't know. But
yeah,
Phoenix did.
Discussing stuff like suicide and attempted suicide.
Yes, it was not good. It was not good. And
Edgeworth judged you a little bit, and also Edgeworth's back.
I know. Oh, yes, we ended, of course, with Edgeworth. Maya, the horrible news is that Maya's been kidnapped. This is very terrifying. This is not good. But hopefully, we are going to team up with Edgeworth to win our case and save the day. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Let's start it up.
All right. Woohoo. All right. And I have water by me. I do have water. Yay.
That's important.
All right.
It really is. It's so important, you know. You gotta stay hydrated.
This is very true.
All the time, but especially when you're voice acting.
This is very true. Oh, we're still. We are still. Here
yeah, we stopped here. I think we've already talked about everything. But click talk just to verify. But
okay.
Yeah, no, we did everything. So I think it is time to head back to our office. Actually.
Okay. Am I talking to Pearly or what? Well,
wait.
Let's have options. Or no, I think we already asked that. Are we moving to the other side of our office? Nope. Wait. Wait, can I slide? No, I can't slide. I cannot slide.
Did we...
Should I present something to her? No,
did we talk to Engarde already? Oh, did I move? I moved too far, I think. Okay, I was looking at the wrong spot, I believe. We need to go to the detention center. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, because we haven't unlocked what Adrian Andrews was lying to us about. Okay, we're slightly further behind than where I was looking, but that's fine. So yeah, let's talk to Engarde.
Okay. March 21st, detention center, visitors room.
The lawyer dude. So, what did you find out?
Okay, I guess lawyer dude is better than salesperson or you know, well, okay. Wait,
so you a salesperson or a lawyer?
No, I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
Gotcha. And well, I'm still in the middle of investigating.
I see.
But I've
already told you everything I know, dude. So, like, what are we doing here?
Sorry about that. Well, let's see. I am going to present something to you. I don't know what, but I'm going to present something.
What are you going to present to him?
I don't know, but I need to do something.
Well, you could talk to him.
Oh, okay. I thought I already talked to him, though.
Earlier, but there's new stuff.
Okay. Can you tell me about your activities last night?
After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. And I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my nickel samurai costume.
And you were alone the entire time?
I don't know, my manager was running around being busy, so yeah.
This seems like deja vu, but it seems like we've already had this conversation.
I'm still like, are you sure you're not a salesman?
No, I am not a salesman.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you brought it up earlier.
Well, I don't even want to say, do I look like a salesman? Because apparently I do to you. So, but I'm not. I'm not a salesman. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. Is that why your manager was running around?
I told you, dude. I have no idea about any press conference. All right. I don't even know what you're talking about. But
that is strange because I thought this Nickel Samurai was going to confess something, and I thought I've had this conversation with him. I'm not sure what's going on.
It was a little different. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy.
Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time?
Yeah, that's what I gathered, anyway, from my manager.
I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And this, actually, I already knew.
You're like, I already gathered that. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up.
Yes. Gumshoe.
I don't know who that is. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me.
But he found something
that?
On you, remember?
No.
Okay. Okay.
All right, well.
About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida, what sort of...
That's got nothing to do with anything, dude.
It's got everything.
Honestly, you're being kind of rude right now.
I'm not...
Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me.
Okay, we did have this conversation. I don't know why we're having it again.
I don't know. And he wanted to try to make a Gem and Ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail. Did we, like, not save after it or something?
I don't know.
Who knows? Let's just keep going.
The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Because he put up all kinds of logs.
Yeah.
He put up, like, 4 logs.
I took the Grand Prix by storm.
So
why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway?
Oh, thanks. I appreciate you answering. I was going to ask why would you... Okay.
Why are you copying me now? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know?
Okay.
Okay, let's present to him the magazine clipping.
Do I go back or do I go options?
You go back.
All right, can I first do this? For funsies.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, let's see if he
All
reacts
right.
to that. Okay. Dude, I like to throw money around, but it's not like I buy anything and everything, so don't sell that to me.
It's not for sale. This is my badge. I'm showing you I'm a lawyer. Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure only, like, police have badges, so...
Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought I would finally get to the bottom of this salesman type. Okay.
Nope.
Apparently not. Great. Great. All right.
Let's look for that magazine clip-in.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think about this article?
If you're talking about her thing with Juan, I always thought she was a bit careless in the way she handled it.
So you are confirming that it's true? Is that what I'm gathering?
That what's true?
Well, and that's it? That's all?
That's it.
Okay.
And then let's also go to profiles and show him Celeste Impacts as profile.
Okay. Earth to Engarde.
What's wrong?
How much do you know?
Okay, now this is intriguing me now. But what do you mean, how much?
Mr. Lawyer,
I know everything.
I may be your client, but I hope you will keep yourself out of my personal life.
Well,
okay?
While I'm defending you, I unfortunately have to kind of be in it. That's just the way it works.
Sorry, I'm gonna ask them about.
But
if
no,
you should be able to be in my personal life.
No, okay, no, I would never. I would never try.
Okay,
to get in your
they're saying that you shouldn't be asking those sorts of questions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep.
How are you keeping a lunch appointment in prison? You're in detention. Who in the world are you gonna eat with? The security guard?
Mr. Nick?
This Celeste Impacts lady. Somehow I get the feeling she is a very important person in all this. I'm sorry.
He is actually gone.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought it was...
He did actually leave.
Sorry.
Let's head back to his hotel room.
Okay. Sorry, Pearls. I thought he was there in front of me. I wasn't trying to come at you with that energy.
Hi, Lurker.
Hi. Oh, I
like the emoji that's like waving. It's very cute.
Cool. Cool.
I guess back to the office and then to the hotel.
All right.
Yeah, hotel.
Oh no.
No, we don't need to talk to her right now. Let's head over to Engarde's room.
So I need to go to the hall, I'm assuming?
And then the room the Viola Hall, and then the hallway.
Okay.
And then Engarde's room.
Okay. Don't want to talk to Lotta either. No.
You already got the info you need out of them.
So
anyway.
I'm going to Engarde's hotel room, right?
Yep. Because it's time to talk to Andrews.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Engarde's hotel room. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she was talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss von Karma?
What are you doing here?
I can go anywhere I want, but, well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerve following me around.
As if you wish.
No, I definitely do not.
Following you? I don't think so.
That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls. Okay, even though you're right, but...
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Also, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why do you have a child with you? Well, I'll show her something interesting, little girl.
Well, it wasn't intentional, okay? I don't normally bring a child on a crime scene.
I get the sense that many things you do are not intentional.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. What is going on? Why is there a beat? What is that? Oh my gosh, what is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective.
Oh my gosh, please leave Gumshoe alone.
And with this, I know that fool's every move.
Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. So that noise we heard was this receiver? I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe. I mean, poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. I'll say it again, poor Gumshoe.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews.
Yeah. Yes.
Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
All right. What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews? She seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
All right, it's time to present to her the Magatama so we can get to the bottom of things. Let's go.
Everyone has 4 locks this round.
Yeah, and just in case you were wondering, it's not like Oldbag where actually you just had to present one thing and all 4 went away.
I figured. Motive?
This is the real one.
Motive for murder. Well, as well as Engarde has, I think, 4 locks.
Engarde?
I thought he had a lot of locks too. I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah.
I think we might have already. I don't think he has anything that's locked right now.
Oh, okay, so maybe we broke his locks. I don't know. I thought he did. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought he did. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engarde's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers?
None that she wants to give you, anyway.
The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You were not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow, I highly doubt that.
What do you think you need to present?
The newspaper article?
Yeah, let's prove something using tabloid gossip.
Okay.
I'm being sarcastic, but also that is the correct thing.
Okay. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly, third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into the story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. She's kind of a scary person. In any case, I I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need.
Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrida for this person's sake?
So you want to profile this time.
Profiles, and I'm assuming we're going to go to her.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a correct assumption.
Celeste impacts your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste?
Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So, I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
I have fun going and glancing at the stream sometimes to see you acting alongside your voice acting. It's good.
Thank you. Miss Andrews?
There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I'm doubting what she's saying. She's still hiding something, I'm sure. I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Now, do I have anything else?
Back to your items, for one.
Okay. Oh, crud.
Yeah, kind of messed that one up.
How did I mess it up? Shoot.
You tried to present something, or
No,
maybe you backed out?
I just went back on the thing. I didn't.
You backed out. That's not the correct thing to do.
Crud.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You're just gonna have to move forward.
Oh! Okay.
I feel like worst case, you're going to have to redo this whole part.
I hope I don't, but I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. No!
Yeah. So present the Magatama again.
Okay. Alright.
Alas, alack.
Alas. Alright, I guess we'll just kind of click through some of this then.
Yeah, until we get back to where you were at.
Okay. Righty.
Yep.
Okay. I have to.
All right, tabloid article.
Right, tabloid.
Not that. You gotta stop pushing the wrong buttons. This is how you got into the scrap before. They're literally written there, so.
Hey, what did I even do? Okay.
You pushed back instead of switching to the other kind of evidence.
All right. Right.
And then we got to get to where we do Celeste's profile.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then I go to profiles.
Yes.
And I go to her, and then I say present.
Yeah.
Present.
And then keep going because you were on the part where you were going to do another piece of evidence.
Okay. And then she's
keep going until the window pops up again.
Okay. Righty. I might have a future as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know why I made Phoenix Country there, but I didn't.
I don't know why you did either.
I know.
A lot of choices being made.
I know. Okay.
All right, now go to evidence
Okay.
instead of pressing back.
Okay.
And you got some evidence from Edgeworth that might be useful here.
Okay, let's see. Was it one of the photos?
It's your most recent evidence.
Oh, one of
These two.
So
Uh-huh.
does it matter which one?
Yes.
The first one? Okay, deceased found by Juan Corrida. Was her suicide note hidden? What is
Yeah,
this? Is
the,
that one?
the suicide note not being hidden might make someone who was very close to her unhappy with how that was
okay.
resolved.
Okay. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida.
What? Juan?
Indeed.
And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida.
I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. You were just...
But I'm going to sit by and listen a little more.
It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise. I do?
You do?
I think I do. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Is it the second part of this?
Well, let's click it.
Adrian Andrews.
Does that seem like proof of that statement?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through with what?
Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself.
Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
However, that is all just a lie, a facade.
The little curly Q on the C. It's got a tail.
Wait, where are you looking?
When it had the word facade.
You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on.
That's...
You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corrida of hiding Miss Impax's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
It was, why was the victim killed?
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Corrida dead.
Me?
Yeah.
Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder.
Murder?
Let's see.
Woohoo! Can I save just in case I
Sure,
mess
go for
something
it.
up? Do I go to options?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to. I'm not planning on messing up again, but you know,
No
that
one
was
generally plans
Yeah.
to mess
but
up, I think.
that was really good, and I don't want to have to redo everything. I mean, that was really interesting.
If you plan to mess up and then you succeed, then I guess everything's going according to plan, you know? So can you really call that messing up?
This is true. This is true. All right.
Really makes you think.
It's true. I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. So, thanks for that.
Truly.
Sorry, I shouldn't have had my. But that's like, you know.
I mean, it's funny, though. And, like, truly, it's like, yeah, so thanks for
Yeah.
clawing my darkest insecurity out to the open.
Yeah. Thanks for just laying it all out there for the whole world to see. Thanks, Phoenix Wright.
Miss Andrews? This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave.
If you plan to mess up, you're messing up a different thing but succeeding in your own plan. That seems correct, yeah.
It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I didn't want to share it with the likes of you.
I'm sorry.
Do you think she's mad at you?
Yeah, I'm kind of making me feel like crud here, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
I'm sure if Maya was here, she would nudge you even more about it. But she's not, so
I
that
know.
won't happen.
I know.
You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you?
Please, Miss Andrews, all I wanted to know is the truth.
After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everything. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me.
So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, correct?
Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
And if they purposely added fuel to the fire, they'd keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. I don't...
Murder doesn't suit me.
No. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so why don't you be on your way?
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret.
Pretty please.
Miss Andrews? If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live.
That's pretty intense.
All right, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the
I'm not above murder
overthinking
morally. It's just not my aesthetic. You understand.
And if you tell my secret, then I might have to kill you. No.
Really, she's just threatening to kill herself if you tell the secret.
This is true. This is true. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first, so...
Thank you for your discretion. I
Nailed it.
can't believe I mispronounced that. Discretion. Now leave. You've already ruined my day. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Probably nothing important if I had to guess.
Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag.
It's probably not important. I wouldn't worry about it.
What is it? It looks like a seashell.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from.
Who can say? It does kind of look like a snail, yeah.
Her not remembering something clearly sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Like a sea snail.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Engarde in your capable hands.
All right. Now it's the point that I thought it was earlier. Let's go back to the office. Gotta get out of this labyrinth of a hotel first.
Righty.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
might have some conversation on the way out, I guess.
Okay.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel hallway.
Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
Well, what about Mystic Maya? Is she all right?
Oh,
Well,
Pearls, she looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no. I'm okay. Really. I'm fine. I really am.
just keep hearing about this suicide thing and all that, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just fine. You don't look fine to me. All right. So now we're going to go to the hall.
Yep.
Okay. And then move and go to the lobby
Yep.
and ignore Oldbag.
If as long as we can, yeah.
All right, Wright offices.
Yeah.
March 21st, Wright and Company Law Offices.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impact's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver!
Hello, Wright and Company Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Oh, goodness.
Which is why, I suppose, she's absolutely famished. What?
In fairness, she's hungry all the time.
So, I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait! Maya! Let me hear her! Very well.
Ask my...
Maya! Is that you?
sis! Ask my sis!
Maya! 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 Damn it, he cut me off! Maya!
Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that? Come
Don't be
on,
stupid,
Phoenix. You're a hopeless one.
That wasn't him talking before. It's
yeah,
fine,
okay,
just keep going.
No.
Okay, you...
Phoenix, you're a hopeless one.
I'm so sorry?
There she is.
Mia!
I have a message from Maya. So come, ask me anything you want about her.
Oh my
Let's
gosh,
talk.
okay.
Eventually I'll get to talk more, I'm sure.
How's Maya?
She's safe for now.
Maybe.
That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how do you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her.
I agree with you, chat.
Wait, what?
It's unnerving to see a small child turn into an adult woman with
Yes,
giant boobs.
yes.
Tell us the same outfit and everything as a small child.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never been my favorite.
The kidnapper, what's he like?
I don't know. Apparently,
Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. Ugh. Maya is locked up in a very dark place now. I think she's in the hotel. It seems like she's like in a hotel storage room.
I don't know.
I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? Date, time, location. This robot has feelings now. See, this is in like the basement. This is like where they have all the wine rack. This is in the hotel, I'm telling you.
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie.
They probably don't have apple pie, Maya, but they may have apple champagne or something, though.
I can almost hear Nick being negative about it. It's almost like he's here with me.
Look at those
I mean, at
boxes.
a time like this, sweets are the only way to go.
Look at those boxes, Maya, or drink some wine.
It's like I can almost hear his voice. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die.
Here's the good news, Maya. You can go a long time without eating, but you can't without drinking. But the good news is there's tons of bottles of wine right by you, or champagne, or whatever.
The wind
it
is just so much in this small room. It's really weird. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
Just drink a bottle of wine, Maya. Oh gosh, there's even kegs at the bottom, Maya. I mean, look,
You want to examine the room?
Yes. And then I'm gonna find some cheese for her to eat or something.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Go click the boxes.
There's
all sorts of things piled up here.
Okay.
It's not you right now. But it's too dark to see.
It's not always about me, Phoenix. I understand, Maya.
It's been about you so long. It's my turn. It's almost like I can hear Nick telling me to drink underage.
Okay, yeah, see well, I mean, who's gonna stop you?
What's this? Feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here.
They're called wine bottles, Maya.
I wouldn't know I'm underage. And these, they feel like barrels.
So again, you have plenty
also,
to
I
drink.
was like raised in a remote location where they probably didn't tell me about that stuff, so I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty.
I guess, yeah, there's lots to drink here, Maya.
That's not helpful right now. I'm sure if Nick were here, he'd be saying something really unhelpful.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, ooh, piece of paper there.
Huh? Someone dropped a card here? It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. Huh, that looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Huh. It's a picture of a seashell, I think?
Dun dun dun.
But she's not thirsty right now, Chad. What a strange card. It's probably not important. I'm gonna put it out of my mind. If I ever see Nick, I won't tell him about it.
Oh, okay, so this is...
Drat, it's locked.
I was actually clicking on the light, but, you know.
No one would think it was useful to look at the light, so I just looked at the door underneath the light like a normal person. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open, so...
Well, then open it.
On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard.
Well, you just found a card on the floor, Maya.
It's almost like I hear him. It's so weird. Then click, they magically open the door.
So go ahead. I'm giving you like carte blanche permission. Go for
I
it.
wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use.
Yeah, right underneath your nose.
Oh yeah, that's it. The one I saw a second ago. The shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. That might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. Such a genius.
Sure, Maya.
All right. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it. I'm gonna be quiet now. Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried.
Okay. So did she get out? Bum, bum, bum.
Who knows?
Okay.
Who can say?
And then she got lost in the hotel somewhere. She's in the hotel.
No.
She can't find her way out. And so all this time we think she's still kidnapped. The kidnapper doesn't know where she is, but he's acting like he does.
Oh,
and
goodness.
yeah, it's just this whole thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a real kind of Scooby-Doo,
Yeah.
Looney Tunes kind of moment.
Yeah.
All right, trial
All right.
time.
Woohoo! Trial time.
Woo!
I have to save twice just to make sure.
This will
Okay.
probably be good and normal.
Yes. Okay. I just realized something. I got to turn down my air because it's very hot in here. And I forgot
It's
to turn
getting
it
hot
down.
in here.
March 22nd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3.
And by the way, she's so
Yeah.
she's right next to me. But if for some reason you hear any little tapping feet, it's my precious little grand dog. But she's sitting
Aw.
nicely right next to me. She's such a good
Oh,
little
that's so cute.
girl. Yes.
Adrian did it.
That's what it looks like.
Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that.
Well, in court today, there'll be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you.
A mountain of evidence?
Yeah.
That's like, I don't think that even, fit in here.
I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you.
Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? That's what all my managers say. I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. They also tell me that constantly.
I understand, but
They're like, don't get into scandals. And so I try not to get into scandals.
well, your name is going to be plastered everywhere for this trial.
I don't remember who it is. I'm thinking maybe it's Mia, so let's go with that.
Well, it's almost time.
Yeah, I remembered right. Woo!
Mia,
We must get a complete acquittal today.
I know.
Who's so cute? You're cute. Get out of here, chat.
But-
Not really, chat. We appreciate you.
But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. I've got to keep my head in the game, or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day.
Indeed. Well, let's get going.
It's him! This is right. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. What? Don't worry. People don't die that easily.
Well, he's called the killer, so I think he would know a thing or two about that.
What you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. What? Wait!
Well, none of that was ominous.
The kidnapper sent me a present? Like, oh man, that's creepy. Like, gosh, what?
Mr. Lurgy, who was that? And why do you look so freaked out?
Did
someone try to sell you something?
No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything.
Did your nose just get longer?
No.
That's what my managers say happens when you do a lie.
Just forget it. I'm not discussing this with you.
March 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engarde. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? How would I know where that woman is? Your Honor! Many of it. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it?
Prosecutor von Karma has... this morning, Miss von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman!
Oh my gosh! Holy cow! What? Shot? Oh my god.
Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about.
His present?
Miss von Karma
Chat's like, oh.
is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane, Mia. Oh my gosh. Miss von Karma? Is she all right? I don't have that answer.
She's alive and in stable condition.
That's good. Whew. Well, you're... I thought he'd show up. Why do you have to look so grumps, though, Edgeworth?
Well, a woman was just shot, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska von Karma cannot appear in court today.
Can't say I'm gonna miss that whip.
He's got his own theme song now. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place.
This is actually good news. As far as, at least we don't have the whip.
The prosecution is ready, naturally.
Okay.
Miss von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Engarde.
The court acknowledges the prosecution.
Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer.
Okay, I've been getting all kinds of ominous messages today, Edgeworth. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can take another one. Just
I don't think it was particularly ominous. I'm just
Well-
saying that you will understand.
I can't take any more surprises. I hope.
Well, at least she's not dead, you know?
Yeah.
Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
Does that poor man still have a beeper on him?
Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir.
He looks so sad. Gosh, Gumshoe.
Yeah, I'm
Is this-
sad.
is this-
It's been a rough day.
Yeah, I bet, Gumshoe.
Look, I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now. I've been told that might not continue.
For now?
After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
Oh, Gumshoe. Oh, man, Detective Gumshoe, no.
The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness.
Well, come on, give him a break, Edgeworth.
I will not. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Can you do anything to help him with his job, Edgeworth?
I shouldn't need to help him with his job.
No, I mean
yes,
keeping
sir.
his job.
Oh, no.
Come
Now,
on.
let's have your testimony.
Come on, Edgeworth.
That is not my business, Mr. Wright. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. How did you forget his name is Dick?
Oh,
And if you're Edgeworth, you get to demand the type of witness, I guess.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight.
yeah. It would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. Again, I can't take any more mysteries.
Bare facts of the case.
Instead of me reading this moment, do you want to maybe do a little break?
Yes. Good call.
Yeah,
Good call. Let me see.
it's the right time
Yes. Alrighty.
for a little
All right.
breaky.
We will take a little break, and yeah, we'll be back in just a little bit, everybody.
Yep.
See you in a little bit.
Hello, I am back. Hello, hello, hello. Are we all back from our break? Hope you all had a good break. I let my little grand dog out too. We both had a break. Aw, thank you. I will.
What if I'm only partially back from a break?
But in answer to HP, a lover, I will give Donkey kisses. And she is so sweet. She's just sitting right next to me.
Aw.
So, all right.
That's so cute.
Yes, it would be sad if you were just partially back. I would
Thank
rather
you.
you be all back. Okay. All right, we can go
Well,
to...
I'm only partially back. Sorry.
We get to talk...
That means that I'll only be able to say every other word. The amount of effort that would take would actually be way more than just doing it normally.
Yes. That would... Yeah. All right. For Gumshoe. All right. Here is his...
This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
But what if it did?
But what if it did have something to do with the
actually
murder?
did?
Did you consider what if it did?
Yeah, what if it actually contained the hidden suicide note?
What if it's so important to the murder?
Yeah.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room?
Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their rooms, sir.
I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
This is one of those where you just gotta press.
Okay. Objection! Oh, hold it. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m., and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later.
And that's when the victim's body was found, correct?
Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period.
Please continue with your testimony, detective.
The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct?
Yeah.
Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about?
She's the defendant, Matt Engarde's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir.
Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence.
Come on, Judge. Really? Oh my gosh. Jeez.
When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Engarde. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir.
I see, and that's when she found the victim's body.
Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I, this old man, would like to see that. I know. Nasty.
The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Corrida was stabbed in the chest?
Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal.
Okay, whoa, Gumshoe. Really? I thought we were pals.
Brainless. Take a good, hard look at the crime photo.
Okay.
Are you taking a good and hard one?
I am. I mean, I do see a knife stabbed in his chest. Could have been poisoned.
Amateur! Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here to this bandana.
So
Imagine he's pointing up there at the
Yeah.
bandana.
So he was strangled? Bandana?
No, he said banana. He said
Oh.
banana. Do you want to restate that?
Banana? What? I didn't
His
see a
bandana,
banana.
sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir.
Oh. Well, I got it right, but then I got it wrong. But then, yeah, okay. Yes, I see. This, banana-scented bandana. That's what confused me. So it was banana-scented?
No one said that. What?
Then what about the knife? Was that just like...
It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death.
Okay. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here.
Juan's autopsy report. Time of death, 8:15 p.m. Cause, strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife.
Autopsy report added to the court record.
Interesting.
And why did you think that?
Because it was empty, pal!
Right. I would think that you would realize whatever was in there
Remember
might
how
have
you
been
thought
the
that he was
motive.
stabbed to death? Amateur. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar.
Yeah, and he probably hid the suicide note inside it, is what I'm thinking.
For like a year? What are you talking about, pal?
Yeah, why
And we
not?
couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime.
Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? See, I could be a detective.
Well, we thought of that too, but...
But?
Well, the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims.
Someone could have been wearing gloves. Only the victims, huh? I see. So much for my theory. Then I guess I better not quit my day job.
Guitar case, empty. There is some water, but only on top of the lid. Bears Corrida's fingerprints.
Guitar case updated in the court record.
What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case?
Well, the guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night.
Well then, where was it?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio.
That should have been a red flag for you.
The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir.
So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case?
Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel?
Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why, then, did the police arrest Matt Engarde? Because there was reason enough to suspect him.
Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter.
Yes, sir.
Why arrest Engarde?
Matt Engarde and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off of the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Engarde's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over that knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder.
So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing.
It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Knife bears the victim's blood and Engarde's fingerprints. In the grip, Gatewater is engraved.
Knife added to the court record.
And there's this button.
That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Ooh.
Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What?
Jammin' Ninja's button was ripped from his costume, is covered in Corrida's blood, found in Engarde's hakama.
Jammin' Ninja's button added to the court record.
All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, Wright?
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions.
I don't need this from you, Edgeworth.
But in terms of popularity, Mr. Engarde won, did he not?
Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Corrida was always one step behind Mr. Engarde in everything. This year it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown.
But Mr. Corrida lost the Grand Prix in the end.
That is too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. Loser.
Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Engarde was beating Mr. Corrida in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but...
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, Detective?
It's not... Well, I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant wouldn't have had a motive, so... Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
Don't be so hard on him, okay? He's a great witness to have.
No, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! That's, I look forward to your pension negotiations.
Come on, poor Edgeworth.
You mean poor Gumshoe?
Gumshoe. Yeah. Come on, Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe.
But now, Detective, Let's continue with the testimony. Save your tears.
No, my poor pigeon too. Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed. Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir.
Gumshoe! Oh my gosh! I love you, Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. What about what I was saying? Hello, anyone?
Nope. We went way off track, you know?
Yeah. Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Huh? But can't you tell just by looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it, so I mean, like...
Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward.
Mr. Edgeworth, help me, sir!
All right, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now, to reel this one in.
Thread.
Okay. Huh?
The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match.
Well, darn.
Are you happy?
I thought you were throwing me a thread. Never mind. I read the situation
I was
wrong.
not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it! They're a perfect match, pal!
Ugh. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat. When was this button found?
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I was sitting there waiting for something to happen when it's me.
Okay, then I was looking and thinking, wait, is it me? But
I was like, why is no voice coming out? And it's like, hey, I have to make the voice come out. Anyway, pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Corrida. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button.
So it was almost immediately after the murder.
The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean? and hey, what is he trying to say about me here? Like, what are you talking about? How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand?
Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that, so,
I can't believe the bumbling of this department.
hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder.
So is the defendant the owner of this knife then? You can't prove that he bought it for the crime. There's no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife, and you can't prove that's why he bought it.
Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder, we're done for.
Phoenix,
Yes?
there's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late.
A button covered in the victim's blood and a knife with Engarde's fingerprints?
Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing.
We're still in a world of trouble.
Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix?
And that restarted it, so let's go to the one about him buying the knife and it being premeditated.
Okay.
We're gonna present something there.
Hey, righty. Okay.
Present. Let's look at the knife real quick. So, that last sentence,
Oh yeah, Gatewater
which is
is engraved in the Gatewater's.
does that word have other significance?
The hotel, the Gatewater Hotel.
So, what do you think that means?
I don't think he owns it.
That seems right to me, yeah.
I think it's just in his room. Yeah.
So
and he
let's
was just-
present that.
Okay. Wait a second. And did you see that awesome long point? Let me just show you again. You should be impressed. I was. Okay. So
No one is impressed, right? Come on.
It was impressive, okay?
It was not impressive. Nobody is impressed. Move on.
Whatever.
What? What just happened? I missed all of that.
I think it was still impressive. All right. So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand.
That's right, pal. The defendant
Did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh?
It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle.
Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel.
Uh-oh. I've realized something. I'm not happy about it.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? That was kind of a...
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
What? What are you talking about, Edgeworth?
I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
How so?
I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. But I didn't know.
That was so sad.
The question is,
So sad.
Where did this knife come from? He's so pathetic.
Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrida's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect.
No, I don't doubt it came from Engarde's room. Someone's planting all this, and it very well could be.
You see already the trap you've fallen into. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? I mean, you know, I know it's a hotel, but still, like, where did it come from?
If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Engarde. Especially what was on top of his table. No knife.
Yeah.
There is something missing. Perhaps is it a single knife? We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Engarde's knife was missing. Mr. Engarde had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner.
It's not proven that that was him.
Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder.
Amazing.
How happy are you still that he's back?
No, I think this was the setup. I mean, that's what the facts point to. Amazing,
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
Thank you.
It seems like Edgeworth had this planned from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it.
No, you
It's a
didn't.
much sillier thought to have after Edgeworth already said that.
Yeah.
You didn't, Phoenix. I mean, makes perfect sense.
Who
He
had
walked
access?
into the trap, and you've got to accept it.
No,
You've
that's
got to
fine.
take the L.
That's fine. But who had access to everything? The manager. She had access to everything, as well as his costume that she could have worn, the knife. They ate their meal together. Then she took his knife. I mean, everything. So,
Or maybe the guy that you're defending did it. Did you ever think about what if Edgeworth's right?
I don't think so. He doesn't have the brains.
Whoa!
Well, I don't
Trying to
think
start
so.
a fight over
Well,
here.
plus, not only that, but I just mean.
Or
is-
do you mean Engarde doesn't have the brains? I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were saying that Edgeworth did.
Oh no. But On Guard, and of course On Guard is a yo-yo head, but I don't even think a total yo-yo head would leave everything behind. I mean, like,
I know, right? Like, that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
extreme.
Yeah.
A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume? There's quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court
I love you, Edgeworth.
as a treat.
This is Nana. I don't think. Well, you know. Evidence not shown yet shown.
He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
Why do you need your dead mentor to tell you that, dude?
I know.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, come on, Phoenix, get a clue. Phoenix. Come
Phoenix
on.
also loves
Why do we
Edgeworth.
have to try to make Phoenix such a yo-yo head, an idiot?
He's just not ready to admit yet. Yeah, chat knows what's up.
Goodness. The judge.
I don't know if chat
is-
caught earlier that Edgeworth was telling him to like bring the questions like hard or something like that, and I just thought that was interesting.
Oh, guys. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court?
What do you think?
Actually, I do.
What if you're wrong? Oh no, maybe you picked the wrong thing.
There's one. Okay, two. No. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance and only one.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
I messed this up. It's curtains for all of us.
You may now
Yeah,
present
see,
one.
look, the whole bar. If
And
you choose the
only-
wrong thing,
I
you're
know.
over. You're
Oh.
toast.
You may now present one and only one piece of evidence here.
So don't accidentally push the wrong button.
All right, I am going to save.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Just like you
The
make
pressure's mounting.
you're
You're gonna
making me
accidentally push
nervous.
something now.
You're making me nervous.
Hey, look, the whole thing's blinking. So if you do the wrong thing, you're toast.
Golly. Okay. So what is our evidence?
Well, you got to keep going.
Oh,
Oh wow, chat. Chat's like, you don't trust yourself.
no, I don't. I don't trust myself.
No.
I don't.
You gonna read what the judge said?
Now then, what is this important piece that you must show to the court?
You know
Whatever,
what it
Judge.
is? It's none of that, because all of that's been presented at the court.
All of this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All of this.
None of that.
All right, so nothing there. Is it profile?
No.
Wait.
Go back to the other page.
Oh, okay.
Something that was in the room that hasn't been discussed.
Case? No.
Nah, they mentioned that.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
No sign of this one. I have no idea what this has to do with anything, but...
It's got stuff to do with it, definitely.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so this is what I'm going to present.
Do it. Oh, that was the wrong one.
You better not leave me straight out.
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all the things that were, at one point, sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, is
isn't it? I thought it was. You could stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. That Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it, Your Honor?
Your opinion?
You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. That's just like your opinion, man. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That was me reading chat. Opinion, man. That's from a movie.
That
It's a good one.
That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright.
Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking?
Save if you're unsure.
I would say it's possible, but that means it warrants further investigation, or we need her testimony, or whatever.
Okay. You saved, so go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna say it's possible. It's possible that is what happened. There's nothing that points to Miss Andrews not being the one who set the cup down, and in fact, I think she was there to murder her, so, yeah. If I raise an objection here, that would only make the judge slam his gavel down. You can't think like that, Phoenix. Mia, right now, you're hanging on by a very thin thread. Anything else you can grab onto right now is better than nothing. So in other words, push as far as we can go. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual.
That's his thing.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
What?
You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Then...
Of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were of one Adrian Andrews.
What?
Wine glass found next to the victim. It's filled with tomato juice. Bears Andrews' fingerprints.
Wine glass updated in the court record.
Why would the bottle it came from be in there if it was her and she didn't see the crime? Good question. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there.
Wait, say that again. So there is the tomato juice is also in the victim's room?
The bottle of tomato juice is still there.
See? Yeah.
Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
Ugh, I can't believe I fell into another trap.
I can. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrida. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well.
Yes, I can. Ugh. Again,
I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Well, wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
Another witness?
Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
He doesn't want y'all's tete-a-tete to be done yet. He's enjoying it too much. Hey, guess what? She's here.
Why?
Now
Why
then, witness,
is she wearing...
please state your name and occupation.
Why is she wearing the fishbowl on her head? Why?
Because she's a weirdo.
Gosh, okay.
For comedy. Witness, your name and occupation.
Hey, gotcha!
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Chat's like, well, that's our episode for today. Thanks for the stream.
Oh, Edgy boy! It's been a year. Wait, it's been what? A year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. Ow!
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that was under the helmet? It was the wicked witch of the witness stand.
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do, okay?
I cannot
So
believe
today I'm
this is
gonna
my
tell you
first case back,
anything
and
and
I have to deal
everything.
with this woman.
Oh, Edgy, I missed you.
No.
Even things that I don't have to do with that terrible crime. Or things that don't have to do. You know, I'll just tell you anything.
Miss...
No, we only need that.
Miss Witness, what terrible crime is all this... That terrible crime is all this court needs to know. We don't want or need anything else.
Chad, I don't think that he missed her.
Shush! I'm talking to my dear Edgey Wedgy right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam. Hey, wait a minute.
No, please, by all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
Of course, sweetheart. It's true that what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind it all, Edgy, you know. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
You can just call me Wendy.
I will not.
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan, but I still think you're still in my heart too, so don't get jealous
I did not
on
need
me.
to know that.
It was almost
I am
too
not
much
jealous.
for my little heart to handle.
This is too much for my heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that Engarde, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something, but not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I like mature
They are
men,
the same age, ma'am.
Well, he looked more mature, and I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida. But Edgy, you know, You're
No,
there
that's
too.
okay. You said that you are only interested in Juan, and I will have to accept it. As much as it might pain my heart, I shall learn to deal with it.
But those two were the same age. Yeah, like, what's she talking about?
Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by your thoughts, Phoenix, keep them to yourself. I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
I wish to die.
Oh gosh, she's so horrible. She's
Right,
so...
where is that note that I left about Edgeworth Choose's death? I need it again.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room because, I wanted to sneak a peek. But there was something I was interested in finding out, Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was Engarde, that Engarde. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. How dare him? He was in my honey bunny's room.
So, Mr. Engarde came out from the victim's room?
See? It has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I'm assuming I'm going to press on everything.
Yeah, that's probably good, especially for comedy purposes.
Okay. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help. I'll have you know it was for the lead-headed or lead-headed samurai show. Hey, I even took out a few of the nails.
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? Something you were interested in? And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I could just go around telling everyone, It's top secret between me and Juan. And Edgy Poo, of course. I
No,
won't
please
you
leave
out,
me out of
Edgy
it. I was
Poo.
enjoying
Yes,
enjoying not
Edgy
being talked to.
Poo. Kisses.
Stop.
I'm just picturing her. Oh my gosh. Such a horrible thought. Mr. Edgeworth,
Right.
What is this thing she was interested in besides being man crazy?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip?
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later.
It looks like we shouldn't force it right now. And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? Oh? Then, would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am. I have no idea. I'm as young and as old as I want to be.
My guess would be 80.
Hey, Edgy Poo, that's hurtful.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report.
In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct?
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. And you don't make the cut. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was.
Yes, he was.
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip right now.
Well, I guess I could tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway.
I don't appreciate that you said it that way.
Oh my gosh. You saw my client? Are you sure about that?
Yesy.
Yetsy.
Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. And you should not be questioning me.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. Alright.
Save.
Okay. Okay, so I can only ask one. Alright. Alright, I will save.
Now, Phoenix just mentioned what happened last time with her. Do you recall what happened last time?
Yeah, I mean, he was in the costume, and she couldn't see his face. So I'd say
what do you think might be? What do you think? Sorry, what were you saying? You think?
Either the person's clothes or the person's face. I would.
What was the main problem last time?
Last time that they were wearing a mask, and it could have been anybody.
Why were they wearing a mask?
Or because they were wearing the costume, the whole costume.
So that's clothes, huh?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Because the costume covered the face. Because, like, they had a...
Right.
I don't remember if they had a helmet.
You're thinking too deeply about it. Focus on the clothes.
Okay. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are. Really, it's as if something like that matters. I mean, you know.
Historically, with a case involving you, it never has, huh?
But it does.
She is wearing a mask, too. You're so right. Man, that's so deep. Thanks, Chat. Chat said, I thought she said, I know I'm Brat. It's Brat Summer for Oldbag.
Wait, say that again?
Nope, just keep going.
Okay.
Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing. He's always wearing that racing jacket.
Ah, he was wearing that at the detention center too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Huh, man.
Right.
It's like, okay, well.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
Do you think it was important?
Yeah.
Then say that.
Okay. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
I know, Edgeworth. I'm not an imbecile. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony.
Not pantyloons. Don't say that, Chad. Gonna ban you, Chad.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but all right. Witness, please.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must...
Now let's present on that.
Oh, present on that. Okay.
It's on the next page.
Okay.
Which of these things do you think is related to this?
Oh, then how did they find the button on him, if that's what he had on?
Yeah, click the button.
Okay.
Because it specifically says it was found in his hakama, which is part of his costume.
Yeah, not his
But
red
she's
jacket.
claiming he wasn't in the costume. She's saying, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
It's bag number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
She specifically knows it's the second one.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this.
Wow. She really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Engarde's body during a full body search.
See?
What sounds different every time? The gun?
This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Engarde.
It was caught...
Oh, the noise that she makes for the gun. That's part of the charm.
It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants.
See? And Engarde is the nickel samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Engarde, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I refuse to answer that question. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you would judge me. But instead I have to put up with this. This outfit is hideous, right? It's heavy. So heavy that I wish we would switch to CDs. I dream for all those kids out there. You know, I just gotta live my dreams. And you know what? If you're looking in the mirror and you document curling hair and, you know, I don't even know why you're judging what I'm wearing. I should be wearing a dress gown or whatever I want.
My favorite part of a good ramble from her is where you just give up trying to read it and just start ad-libbing stuff.
I just see words just flying past the screen, and it's like...
You're just like, well, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go off.
It's like, okay, I don't know.
It's great.
Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Engarde, the man, but Mr. Engarde, the nickel samurai?
But when you think about it, like, what is a man?
But when
What
you
is a
think about
samurai?
it...
They're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo? Do you think so too?
I die inside every time you say that. Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Witness. Think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right. If you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you, lady.
All right, maybe click and then maybe let's save because it is 9:13. Do you want to keep going or do you want to stop?
No, let's so like what do I do?
So click.
Okay.
And now go to options.
All righty. All right. By the way,
Yeah?
I hope you noticed I did find her voice.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, no, she sounded great.
Yeah, I went back and it's really interesting that wait, title screen. I'll go to title screen. It's really interesting because like just thinking in my head like of her voice.
Yeah.
It didn't come to me, but watching it and listening to it, then I could just match the pitch. It's kind of like matching on like playing the piano, matching a note or something.
Sure.
It's like, oh, okay, that's where it is. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm glad you got it.
Yeah. And then it wasn't. You noticed I wasn't coughing and because it wasn't
easier on your voice.
Yeah, it wasn't a strain on my throat, and it was so funny to do. All of her disgusting edgy poo and all of that. Oh my god. I know,
she's so gross.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I just can't even imagine. They'd be like, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And then again, it's in between being so icky, but then that ridiculous helmet that looks like a fishbowl.
I know. God. It's so silly.
And then you wouldn't see me, but I'd be going like this when she was doing the rat-a-tat-a-tat. Anyway, so yeah, that was fun. This was fun. All right, well, let's see where this leads. I think
it leads some places.
Yeah, my prediction. Of course, I think somehow that it is Andrews, but I mean, it makes sense she would have access to everything.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can prove it in one day.
Yep, we shall see. Well, all right, everyone. Thank y'all for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I want you to join us on a lot of platforms. Let me hand it over to my awesome co-host or
Well, I'll take it, and then I'm gonna throw it. No, but actually, no, you're right. I'll mention our things, which is that Beyond This, which is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. CST, we also have a podcast called How's It Hold Up? We review different movies, generally like 2D animated movies, and just see, hey, how do they hold up? And then every other week we do old cartoon shorts from like the 30s and 40s and stuff. So yeah, if that sounds interesting at all, you can find that on pretty much any podcast platform. How's it hold up?
Yes.
And then also, let me get my roommate in here real quick to plug one more thing.
She's awesome, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Hello, world. I'm Ramona. I'm a goblin from another world, and I love to play video games. I've been playing lots of different ones lately. I'm going to stream tomorrow on Thursday, and I'm going to be doing some more Tomb Raider. I've really been enjoying that game. It's one of those ones that I've like always heard about, but I've never played before, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. CST, and I also stream on Mondays, every Monday and Thursday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. I'm just playing some different video games, so if that sounds fun, join me for that.
Yay!
Okay, bye!
Bye! And Ramona is awesome, you all. You can follow her. She's on YouTube, she's on Twitch, and she's also on TikTok. You can see her awesome shorts on all those, too.
I think she's on Blue Sky, too.
Oh, okay. Yes. But yeah, so, yay!
And I think she said when she streams on Mondays and Thursdays, but yeah.
Yeah, she said.
Yeah. All right. Well, you
Oh,
all
thanks,
have
Chad. That's sweet.
Have a wonderful have a wonderful rest of your week. It'll be interesting to find out more, what can we prove? And I don't remember
I'm far enough ahead that there's gonna be some good stuff.
Yay. I love that. Thank you, HV Lover. All right, well, have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone. Love you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by, and until Wednesday. Bye.